Sandrine Piau s-a născut în Franța și este renumită în repertoriul baroc, deși excelează și în liedul romantic și modernist. Are versatilitatea de a interpreta lucrări de la Vivaldi, Händel, Rameau, la Schumann, Debussy și Poulenc. Sandrine Piau a fost decorată de guvernul francez cu ordinul Chevalier de l'Ordre de Arte de Lettres în 2006 și a fost numită Lyrical Artist of the Year 3 ani mai târziu de către același guvern.
Sandrine, you started to sing when you were a little girl. You said that before the interview.
Yeah, I sang, in fact, very, very early because my parents listened to music all the time. And when I was really child, I imitated the cantatrice, you know, the opera singer. And even I've heard, because I was in the hospital when I was 3 years old, and I was singing all the time, and the people said, "That's the baby who is singing." Well, I can't remember about that, but I know that I was singing all the time. And so my parents had the very good idea to propose me a school, which is on the morning you study, like all the young children, and on the afternoon you sing in opera or with choir, and sometimes with solo if you can. And so I had really wonderful experience in the choir. For example, I did in La Bohème from Puccini, and I realized that on stage I was with Mirella Freni and Placido Domingo, and I was really child, and I had no idea about the magnificence of these people. It was in the Opéra Garnier.
And then you fell in love with classical music.
After I've been in this school first, after I studied harp again, because I thought it's important to play harp, and I play harp also very, when I was very small. I saw the Aristocats, you know, the Disney movies, cartoons, and I saw these cats playing harp, and I said, I want to do that. So I was between the two things, singing and harp. And but the big revolution for me was in the Conservatoire of Paris, because I met at this time William Christie, because I decided to try to be in the class of William Christie and study the style of Baroque music, and it changed completely my life, because I became singer, and finally I had to decide what to let, and I decided that harp would be somewhere in my mind, in my heart, but that I will be singer. So, and it's because William Christie says to me, if you let your harp, you will be singer with me. And I was not completely sure he was right, because I studied harp really hard, and singing was more something funny, and I had not so much years behind with working about singing.
And now you don't play harp at all?
I don't have time anymore, I have to confess.
By the late of 80s, your career was going up, and by the age of 25, you had a huge success with Handel's Messiah. Am I right?
I don't know if I had a big success with Messiah, but I remember I began with William Christie in French Baroque music. And suddenly, when I discovered Händel, with him, but also with Christophe Rousset, who gave me my really first big part in a Händel opera, and it was Scipion von Händel, and this Messiah with William Christie recording, I remember we did that with and suddenly it was like, be home, because Händel was an incredible composer. He did for many big stars aria, and it was like a cloth, you know, and sometimes you'd sing that and you feel it's for you too. Even 2 centuries or 3 centuries after, it's so strange, because it's written for singers, and he loved singers, and suddenly for me it was a real revelation that with my voice, which is light with a coloratura, Händel could give me more opportunity to sing. It was my bel canto somewhere.
After Händel, you branched to Mozart. Am I right?
Yes. I think Mozart is, I don't know, it's really at the frontier, you know, between the Baroque music and the classical one, and it's the perfect équilibre, you know, the perfect line. And we say also it's so healthy for the voice, you know, it's somewhere like caress, like...
Your new album called Si Jamais, you perform music by French composers.
Yes.
Yes, from Romantic period.
Yeah,
Why?
so normally...
How come?
It came from the Palazzetto Bruzane, which is an incredible association of musicologues and people who helps the French repertoire. And they asked me to do that, as they asked to Véronique Jans and other people to help this repertoire, which is sometimes so unknown. So of course we know Berlioz, we know Ravel, we know, but some other are totally...
I know you have a project with Suzanne Manoff.
Yes.
Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I met Suzanne Manoff so many years ago that we tried to remember both when, but we couldn't. And it's one part of my life, personal life and musical life, which is really so important for me now, so the recital. We love to construct programs about a theme, so we can jump from different music, different countries. So the 3 albums, we did a sort of trilogy, so it was a triptych for 3 albums about dreams. And so we could sing American songs, English songs, German songs, French songs. And just use this theme to speak about what is a dream, what's happened when you renounce, you know, when you dream your life and suddenly you have to be in the real life, and what happened after dreaming, or this kind of thing.
I understand you like all kinds of music, am I right?
Really.
What music do you listen often?
No, I listen much more pop music.
Pop?
No, when I was younger, I was really a fan about, you know, the broken voice, because we have always to be clear, pure. And so Tom Waits, Nina Hagen, my daughter, which is 20 now, she said, look at this and listen to that, and I forget. But actually I love the duo. That's a couple, French and Finland, and they are singing more in English, but they are really, really very interesting, I think. The duo, with them. And I love Jan Added. She has a beautiful voice too, I love that. But I don't know, I just sometimes on the radio I listen to music and sometimes I don't know what it is, but it's, for me it's more vacation than classical music. But I think music, it depends of your mood. Sometimes I need a sad music, and sometimes, especially when I'm sad, if I'm melancholic, I love melancholic music, and it helps me to be better. Because it's when you are too dark, you know, if you see a very funny movie, you don't laugh at all. You say, but it's not funny at all, because you're in. So in music, the same. If I'm really in something funny, I will listen to funny music, and if I'm more melancholic, I will really just go through this mood, but through the music it helps to be better. But I think music helps to be better, like culture in general, books. picture, music, but painting, I think.
I didn't know you have a daughter.
I have two kids actually. I have a daughter and I have a son. Yeah.
Do you have
which
time?
is 17.
Oh, okay. Do you have time to spend more with them?
Oh, but now they're teenager, so
They don't want to.
They want to live. Not like I'm gone so fast when I was young. I'm gone without looking behind. So I understand that very well. And the new generation is more. They stay more quiet home, so they are still here, and we spend very good time. But I have to confess, in the career, for women, for men probably too, when you're a father and you leave home for months, there is really a conflict because you think, I will not be able to live, and not be able to live so long. And finally, when you leave, everybody will find a new equilibrium. Them without you, and you with this missing all the time. And when you are together, you have to to build again something together. So it's very strange. The love is always here, but you have to accept the idea that that's good if they are really okay with the friends. And sometimes I remember I was gone for a while, and when I came, said, I have to see friends, and said, but can I go, Mama, because you were gone for a long time. I said, but go to see your friends, you will not stop your life because I was gone and I'm coming back. So I think it's just different space, but the love is always here. And we have just to connect that. So now with Skype and all these things, we can keep contact probably better than before. But I remember first we had no mobile, and I was just running in the street to find a telephone on the street and call the babies when they were young before the concert. So it's something strange. And now we are too much in connection. I think all the time it never stops. And but to keep that with the kids, it's nice.
Do they sing too?
Lea sings very well. Fabio is changing actually, so he will not sing at all. I don't know after. He loves theater more than music. But she played flute for a while, and he plays trumpet for a while. And they love music, and of course they have education about music, and they came even young to see the opera where I was singing. So for them it's a second home somewhere. But no, they will not be musician for sure. And Lea is in love with words, with poesy. So it's a kind of music. It's literature. And for me, for example, I loved poesy when I discovered poesy in the lieder or in melody. Poesy alone was a little bit hermetic for me. And when I had the music of Debussy, Ravel, or I don't know, or Schubert or Schumann, suddenly I had the feeling that the color of the text came to me, because I'm sensible to music, and the music gives me the way to love painting and to love literature. But for my daughter, she loves really the words, naked also, and the pop music. And my son, it's the same.
Let's go back to music. I'm looking at you, and I know you have received so many awards along your career. If you go back in time, which one is the one who you remember most, close to your heart?
It's difficult to me because I don't feel prize. I'm happy if you have a prize, but it's not the thing which is touching me. I'm touching when somebody after the concert comes and says, I cried tonight, I had an emotion.
How much do you work for all your career today?
Well, of course it's different every day, but the day of the concert, for example, I just warm up. I look on the table my score, but I don't sing so much because the concert is coming after. And but when I'm working at home and when I study quiet, for me, I can spend 1 or 2 hours on the table. I read it in my mind, and when I feel I'm okay, I begin to sing it, and I can sing 1 hour, stop, and sing another one. I think alone in my home, I will sing not more than 2 hours in a day. It's not like harp. I was playing sometimes 6 or 7 hours a day. No, I think we are more fragile somewhere, and we have to keep fresh.
Tonight you will sing next to RUXANDRA DONOSE and EMANUEL CENÇIĆ. Do you love this company?
Yeah, I really love all these people, and we are a good team. You know, we said in music, but I think it's the same for everything. Sometimes, in a quarter, you know, it will be nice, and you will have good connection in music, and you do a duet, and it's working. And we say it's working in 5 minutes, or it's never working. And I think you feel that, and with all the people here in the cast, we have really a big pleasure.
You are here in George Enescu Festival. Do you think this kind of festival can change the life of a city, can change people's hearts, young people mostly?
I would like to believe that music and that festival could change the life of people. I'm not sure, I'm somewhere pessimistic, but I like the idea to think that music, that good festival, and if we can give pleasure to the people for a few hours, it's changing something in their life. So perhaps not so deeply. We are not, you know, a doctor in Africa. We are not fighting with poor people. But I think sometimes when life is hard and you can give emotion to people, it's very important too. And I think culture in general is important. So I think somewhere culture, this festival, music, change lives of people. I hope so. I want to believe.
You have almost a complete career. What could you wish for more?
Oh, I never plan. I could never say I will do that one day. I think I'm not working like that. So I think I wait for things coming, you know. I think in life I'm strong. I can fight when I'm on the production for my idea about a character or music, and if I don't agree with conductor or regisseur, I can really be strong. But about life, I think life is like a joke, and the things, you want something and you will have something else, I think. And it's in life like, and I prefer to stay open, and sometimes, when I was young, I could never imagine I will sing again Mozart. And my teacher told me, one day you will sing Mozart, you will sing Schubert, you will sing Schumann, you will sing Debussy. I thought, well, I'm not sure. And finally, everything came on time, but it came like that. And I think That's the most important thing in that job. When you sing for many, many years, it's to stay open to the new experience and fresh with the new things coming.